first insect, this is a locust. In this case, it's a desert locust. Now I'm going to hold it by the wings because they do fly, they fly very well. So by holding the wings together, it's not going to suddenly disappear around the room. Now at this end, we've got the head. So there's the head with the antennae and its eyes. Then behind the head is the thorax, and it's the thorax where all 6 legs come from, and also 2 pairs of wings. They all come from the thorax. And then behind the thorax, you can see here, there's the thorax, and this is the abdomen. This is a squishy bit down at the bottom where all its body parts are. So this has taken about 3 months to get to this size, and it will probably live for another month. And during that time, it will lay eggs and then will die straight after laying eggs.
And are those 3 body parts the same on all insects?
Yes, basically, but they may not look the same when you look at them straight away. For instance, we've got a stick insect here. If we look at the adult stick insect, this one, just get out gently, I let it sit on me, it's easier. If you look here, it's got the head at this end, and you can see the 2 long antennae coming from it. It's got the thorax, which is quite long in this case, and it's got the 3 pairs of legs coming off the thorax, 1 pair there, 1 there, and 1 there. And when I turn it over in a second, you'll see it's got the wings. There you go. So there's 1 pair along the back, which is like a protective pair of wings, that's not used in flying very much at all. But the big pink wings underneath are very large and they allow it to flutter. But it has to maintain the appearance of a stick for camouflage, which is why they're all folded up along its back. And you can see very effective what it's doing now is it's digging all those spines on all its legs into my fingers to say, please drop me, and I'll fly away.
And what's the difference between, you've got an adult one here?
Yes, now the wings themselves, just like the locust, only appear when the adult actually emerges from the last instar. The stages are called instars, from a little baby locust or stick insect, and they grow and shed their skin. And it's only when they get to the very final stage, adult stage, that they've got all the wings fully functional. So if I get out a juvenile for you, so this is a juvenile of the same species of stick insect, and you'll notice, again, it looks like a stick, and the head is here, and this time the 2 antennae, it's holding them forward, again, creating the illusion that it's actually a stick. So by holding them like this, you can't see that it's actually a stick insect. The head is there with the eyes, the thorax goes from here to here, and you can just see little wing case, little buds here developing, and they'll get bigger as it sheds its skin, and it will finally look like the adult with great big long, if it's a male, great big long wings going down the length of its back.
And how long will it take for the juvenile to grow into an adult?
From an egg to an adult can be 3-4 months. And then it will live for several months as an adult. So I would think a maximum lifespan of about a year for some species, less for others, longer for the bigger ones. Now if you look at a bee, for instance, that does have 2 pairs of wings, but a much bigger front pair than hind pair. But it can beat those wings at 190 beats a second.
Wow.
Which is why they make a buzzing sound, because it's going so fast, because they're actually flapping so fast. Hummingbird hawk moths, they can beat their wings incredibly fast so they can actually hover. And they hover in front of flowers so they can put their long tongue, their proboscis, down into the flower to sip out the nectar.
Find inspiring lessons, ideas and planning at developingexperts.com.